website, rethinkingwestchestergov.org. You can actually sign up. It's free to become a member. There's no charge. You can sign up and you become part of our email list. You'll get emails updating you on things that are going on, things that you can do. We always are inviting people to come join us. Right. You know, if you have time to volunteer, fantastic. If you have the money to donate, fantastic. You know,
let me just stop you here because I do want to. I think it's important too. Is that there seems to be two groups right now that are coming up through the ranks. Yours, which is the Rethinking Westchester, which I think you seem to have a good base, a broad-based support. But there's also another person that's out there. It's Sam Zerka with, I believe it's the county executive's son, David Spano, are also, I don't know if are they part of your organization? Are they not part of your organization? You know what I mean? Because they seem to be doing things like they want to get rid of county government altogether, but I don't know if their agenda is the same as your agenda. And I think it's important the viewers understand that what they say and preach, maybe their goals may be the same, but I think their way of doing it may be a little different. I don't think your approach is the same way.
Yeah, no, they are a different group. I know they're doing a rally or tea party.
A tea party on some April 25th.
April 25th, which
yes.
Is coming up this month. You know, and as I understand it, you know, I don't want to speak for anyone because I can really only speak for Rethinking Westchester. But as I understand it, Sam Zerka does want to abolish county government. So, you know, we might have similar goals. I think going about it differently, though. I think we are doing different things. We just mailed out a petition that we can certainly talk about.
Which, like, for example, I have just the other day, as a matter of fact, it was about a week ago, I received this, and it's Rethinking Westchester Government, and it actually has Bobbie Anne Cox's right here. It has Bobbie Anne Cox, let's see, Paul Feiner, Joe Diaguardi, and Candace Corcoran, a whole bunch of people, and I believe this is yours. Yes. Now, the question is this. What is this, in other words, and because this date here is April 15th, and you call it tax day for most Americans, it looks like. So what exactly is this? Because I don't want to confuse this with the other group. Okay. I want you to talk about this.
Right, I'll explain that. What we did was we sent out a mailing to many community leaders, civic leaders, political activists, politicians. We are going to be circulating a petition on April 15th, which is tax day. And we are looking to get as many signatures by taxpayers in Westchester County as possible. What we're going to do with that petition is we're going to present it to the Westchester County Board of Legislators. Hopefully we'll have a few thousand stacked up. We're going to walk in, we're going to put it on their desk and say, this is what the people want. Right. Okay, we're in an election year. Listen to what the people want. This is what the people want. It's not a legal petition. It doesn't have a legal effect. However, it is, if you look at the second page of the mailing, there are 4 things that Rethinking Westchester Government is asking the legislature to do. I don't know if you want to read them off.
Yeah, I'll read off. I'll just get the bold. It says over here, the Citizens Budget Commission, the Study on Alternative County Government, Initiative and Referenda, and County Budget Vote / Budget Cap. Right. So just give us a brief on each one of those.
Okay, so the Citizens Budget Commission, we would like the county legislature to create a Citizens Budget Commission, which New York City has something very similar, where citizens would actually be actively involved in the budget process and where the money's going.
As compared to now, they have not a budget commission, but there's like a financial thing that I know they had one there for a little while, but all it was just a bunch of appointees of legislatures, and it really never made any recommendations whatsoever. It was exactly.
It wasn't speaking for the people.
Right.
Let's put it that way. Right. This is a Citizens Budget Commission. It's the citizens of this county that are paying these taxes and supporting the $1.8 billion, billion with a B for all your viewers.
Not million.
Right. The county legislator's budget for 2009 is $1.8 billion. So this commission would be comprised of citizens Westchester County residents who would be basically looking over their shoulder.
Giving the purview to say, do we need 40 departments?
Thank you. Thank you.
Do we need to spend these monies in all these different areas on what? What's the benefit?
What's the benefit?
Like a cost-benefit analysis to see really, are we helping Westchester County residents?
Exactly, definitely. Do we need to pay $350,000 a year for Andy Spano to have 3 full-time bodyguards?
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Right,
you know.
exactly.
The second one is a study on alternative county government. We're asking the county legislature to do a study on, is there a different way this county can be structured and a different way it can be run that's more efficient, costs the taxpayers less, and cuts down the budget?
While we're on this, I just want to, I had recent conversations since I received this in the mail.
Right.
And I believe there was even a discussion about this on News Channel 12 recently on a Saturday morning. And in effect, what they said is that under New York state law, and I don't know how true this is, if it's true or not true, is under New York state law, if you get rid of one county, meaning Westchester County,
right,
then New York state would have to abolish every county in New York state. True or false?
No, that's not true.
Not true.
That is not true. That is talking heads talking for their own benefit.
Saving their own job, whatever the case may be.
Thank you. If the viewers knew who was speaking on that show.
Well, it was a political show.
It was like
a Democrat and a Republican kind of yelling at each other for a half an hour.
Right, right.
But when I heard it, I wanted to see if there was validity or truth to that.
No, that's not true. There is currently a law on the books. It's called the Alternative County Government Law. It is, it basically provides for certain groups of county governments. So county governments can be one of these 4, or you can be something else. But if you want to switch to one of these 4, this is what that law provides for. That's one thing. Now, the Attorney General, Cuomo, for the state of New York, has proposed legislation, which is fantastic. It's, I don't know if you've heard of this, he just proposed it a few months ago. It's to actually allow the citizens to vote to consolidate government.
Oh.
So you could vote to get rid of Westchester County government, to merge it with Rockland County government. You could vote to get rid of the town of Eastchester and merge it with Mount Vernon. I mean, I'm just making things up, but I'm saying this is what his law, his proposed legislation would allow you to do, which is, you know, and the whole point of the law, if you've heard him speak about it or if you read online about it or in the papers, is that it's to cut out the waste. It's to save New York State residents all of this money that is, we have duplicative services, we have overlapping services, we have overlapping everything, school districts and sewer districts and fire districts, and it's too much.
Right.
It's too much. If you look at some of the other states in this country, their governments are so much simpler.
Yeah.
And their taxes
more streamlined, more centralized, and therefore less waste as you go on down the line.
And
putting more people on the street versus just putting them in offices or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and you know, it's really, there's a lot of waste at the county level.
Just thinking of something, you know how school budgets, how you get to vote on a school budget? Why not something like that in Westchester County where you can vote on the Westchester County budget?
That's exactly what number 4 here on our petition is.
Oh, that's the county budget
vote. Budget cap. So we're calling on the legislature to implement something like this where, well, you can vote at your local school budget. Why can't you vote on your county budget?
Sure.
It makes sense. Let the people who are paying these taxes and funding this have a say. So you vote on, just like it happens with the school budget, you vote on it, it doesn't pass, you got to reduce it by 5%.
Right, because it goes to the austerity budget, which is typical what school budget votes. If they get thrown out, they can either, the Board of Trustees or the local school Board of Education, what they do is they can re-up it again, meaning put it back up for a vote, or just go an austerity budget, was usually about 4 or 5% reduction in whatever that number was.
Right, well, our suggestion would be that if it doesn't pass, you have to reduce it by 5%. If it doesn't pass again, you got to reduce it by 5%.
Is this something going through Andy Cuomo, through what you just spoke about, or is this you're actually asking the legislature to pass this?
Yeah, this is our petition that we're going to be asking taxpayers in Westchester to sign, is something that Rethinking Westchester has created. So it is not connected with Cuomo's proposed legislation.
Right,
but,
right.